Ladies and gentlemen, what it do? I am your host, Young Bo Easy, and I would like to welcome you to the show. You are now tuned in to the Knicks vibes. You know what we're here for, man. Had a game tonight, MSG against the Bucks. Ended in a loss. Knicks 103, Bucks 109. One of those late game heartbreakers again, man. It's just a trend recently, especially home games. We're executing on the road, but can't get it done at home right now. And today, championship type contenders walking into the crib, and we were handling business for 3 and 3/4. Like 3 quarters and 3 and 3/4 of quarters, whatever. You get what I mean. But it's just that just those last minutes we just can't pull through, man. We just can't hit the shots when we need them. Um, but that's something I'm definitely gonna be getting into before I really start everything. Before I get kicked off, man, I want to say like, comment, subscribe, share with your peoples, man. Those of you returning, I'm truly grateful for y'all, man. Continue to watch and share with your peoples. And if you're new, I hope you choose to stay. Hit that red button. You know what I'm saying? Um, and let's get on with the show, man. So starting off this game, man, like first play of the game, Brunson twists his ankle. So automatically, like you can't make this up. First play, he goes up for like a floater. And as he's going up, he twists his ankle. Runs back to the locker room, and he was able to come back after a while, but can't really say he was 100% the same. So it was just something that was giving us concern, especially for the first quarter or two. He got into a little flow rhythm, got that pep back in his step and all that stuff. But that's something we're gonna be speaking on as we continue with the show. But as far as the first quarter goes, very low scoring, man. Defensive first quarter. Uh, both teams got multiple good looks, man, but just couldn't knock anything down. So you know, ending that first quarter, you could just see from the score alone, 22-20 in the Bucks' favor, that there's a lot of defense being played. Uh, and then, even when the open shots were, there for both teams, they couldn't knock it down. Randall had some shots he could have made. But I think Randall had a good first quarter, in my opinion. I think he came out with great energy, especially how he executed last game and things of that nature. But you knew this was going to be a different game and level of play, and it was just a matter of can we compete. At least that's how I'm thinking of it on my end, because this is different than the Detroit Pistons. You're going from the worst team to possibly, arguably, the best team, and it's definitely best defensive team. So you got to bring it, and it's we want to know can we really really score because this team has been trending really well as far as scoring, and we're seventh as far as scoring goes in the league. So we want to see, at least that's my impression going into these type of games. I want to see can we really hold up with these teams and compete up until we figure things out as a whole. All right. So second was pretty much even keeled. Both teams scored a quarter apiece. RJ's shot selection was pretty good, man, and Mitch's presence was felt for sure. Everybody got to follow. Listen, I'm a Knicks fan, you know, but every time the name Kawhi Leonard comes up, what I'm saying. I just, this is my guy. This is my guy. It's my favorite player in the league. All right, this is the only time I'm not a Knicks fan when Kawhi's name is mentioned. All right, this man, along with the Toronto Raptors, gave the formula to the rest of the league as far as how to best contain the Giannis Antetokounmpo guy. You know what I'm saying? It's just and it's with that wall. You need somebody that's really, really dependable in the center of that wall, and then the guys helping got to be able to close that gap once he's getting by that person in the middle. And then if he kicks it, they got to be able to run to those corners because now Giannis got shooters that he can really, really depend on. I'm not gonna say they're lights out type shooters, but he got guys that could just shoot the ball. Brook Lopez is very dependable. Uh, Drew Holiday is not no scrub from deep. You got guys like Wes Matthews coming off the bench, uh, Connaughton, uh, Allen. A very, very dependable guys. So the wall today consisted of Mitch, and Mitch played a phenomenal game. It's definitely something that we're going to be getting into. And if there was ever, you know, a game that Mitch should have been fouled out, it was this one. Because you're going against Kumpo, and you're the main person that we're counting on to make this wall a successful wall. And Mitch only had 2 fouls, So he played his part better than we could have ever drew it up. Um, Going into halftime, 47-45. But like I was saying, man, RJ's shot selection was definitely something that we needed. He pulled through for us today. And Mitch's presence was felt for sure, 1,000%. The third quarter, man, was so gritty. Like if the first half wasn't gritty already, the third quarter was just so gritty, man. It just, and when third quarter, you're minutes away from the fourth. So I think that's what added an edge to this. Uh, it was like so many 50-50 situations, like with guys leaping and fighting midair for the ball, and just so many. Like it was just great defense in every possession. Like everybody's you literally had to fight for every bucket. Scrappy and just just a gritty game, man. Like you had to like claw and scratch your claw for every bucket, man, and it was just very, very entertaining to watch. It got so entertaining to the point that I couldn't even take notes anymore. You know what I'm saying? So going into that fourth quarter, it was just like the same trend. And if you watched uh last the last show, it's I said the winner of this game is going to be the ones that start hitting the 3-pointers first, because you go we could both rebound, and I believe we had 55 rebounds to their 50 or something like that. um, these teams can rebound, could crash boards with ease. You know what I'm saying? So we had 55 rebounds, 19 offensive boards to their 52, and they had 14 offensive boards. So teams are clawing. Like it's, you knew that they was gonna deliver. The thing that was annoying me, man, is Giannis is like shooting 60% from the free throw line this year, and the dude finished out maybe like 10 for 12 at the line. Like hitting every free throw damn near. And I'm just like, who is this guy? Like, so 9 for 12 at the free throw line. It was knocking him down, very, very, like taking his time, using every single second that they possibly give you at the free throw line, like, and was knocking him down. But at the same time, we didn't hold out any. And for the first time, actually, that's something I'm going to be discussing at the end. So, hey, it's a loss today, man, but you, I got to keep it going, man, especially since it's the first of the season for this guy, man. Easy star to show, none other than the Block Ness monster, man, Mitchell Robinson. Yo, 15 points, 20 rebounds, an assist or block, 7 for 9, shooting 77% from the field. 20 boards, man, and 11 offensive rebounds. We had 19 as a team. 19 offensive rebounds as a team, and he had 11 offensive rebounds. He had more offensive rebounds than he had defensive. bro. He did not come to play today. He did not come to play, and he yo, like I said at the beginning, he gave us way more than we could have ever drawn up. To have two fouls and to play the type of minutes that he did, he was just so effective. 33 minutes from Mitch. I don't know if he's played that all season. I don't know if he's played that all season, honestly, because he's either in foul trouble or he's been hurt and working his way back, and Hartenstein is getting big minutes. I don't think we've seen this all season from Mitchell Robinson. And if there was ever a game that we needed him to show up, but he could have been fouled out, it's this game. And he showed up and played the game in its entirety, and he deserves player of the game, even with a loss. I'm definitely happy for my man Mitchell Robinson, man. So you see who the star of the show is, man. Let's get into the rest of the stats for the rest of the squad. All right, so we're gonna cover the Bucks first. We're gonna start off with Giannis. In 37 minutes, this man had 37 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists. He's just he had a great move against Mitch. Yo, Mitch couldn't play this any better. He did a spin move, kind of like the LeBron classic spin move, and Mitch literally had it. If he went up with the right hand, Mitch was gonna punch this thing into definitely into the crowd. Like just switched it to the left hand, and the extension, the fact that he got to the other side of the rim and was able to like this, that was easily play the game for me when it comes to Giannis. There was no bucket that he made this game that was more crucial than that one to me. Um, 11, 5, and 4 for Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen hit the biggest shot of the game. At that point, Giannis was fouled out. So it was like everything just flipped on its head. You expect Mitchell Robinson to be fouled out this game. Giannis ended up being the one to foul out, and his final foul was actually fouling Mitch Robinson because Mitch was just working so hard down low. Um, and Grayson Allen is the one who pulls this game out for them. Uh, 11, 5, and 4 for this man. Hit a very, very crucial three, man. RJ couldn't play it any better, man. Went under the screen. You could say maybe he could have went over, but he still made it there, and he missed it by a fraction of a second, and he knocked it down. He knocked it down. So it's just that's just the way it goes sometimes. Brook Lopez, who had a great game against us the first time, was 9, 6, and 1 in 34 minutes. So we were able to contain that. Drew Holiday played a great game today, 22, 6, and 5 in 34 minutes. 10, 12, and 3 for Bobby Portis. Definitely was killing us, I would say, first half. After that, we were able to calm him down. 10 and 4 for Pat Connaughton. And that's pretty much the end of the sexy stats. So we're going to take it into the Knicks, 18, 8, and 5 in 39 minutes for Julius Randle. 26, 2, and 3 for R.J. Barrett in 33 minutes. You see Mitchell Robinson's stats on the screen right now, so I don't need to discuss that with you. You know what my man was up to. All right, 17, 5, and 5 for Jalen Brunson in 34 minutes. And that's pretty much the end of the sexy stats. All right, so if you've been watching, man, you know how we do it, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's take it into the final segment, the takeaways. All right, starting off with, we outside? You know what I'm saying? You see, I got to put the question mark at the end. Are we outside? Ladies and gentlemen, we outside, but we can't hit nothing. All right. This continues to be the trend. And even last game when we shot okay, we just shot like 45%. I don't know what's the highest that we've shot this year, but this game we shot 20%, 6 for 30, and we lost by 6 points. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. We can't hit threes, but we continue to compete with all types of teams, but we can't shoot. What is it going to take to get this thing together? We held them to, good enough shooting. They shot 29% from deep. But I said the first team that's going to start hitting threes is the team that's going to win this game, and that's exactly what happened. Uh, they hit 10 threes compared to our 6 threes. Everybody was shooting bad all game, and they were able to knock down some extra threes in clutch moments, like timely buckets. It's like we couldn't, every time we would get to 3 points, they would hit a three. We just couldn't close that gap. Every time we got within 3 points, we couldn't close the gap. We just couldn't. And then they came until Grayson Allen came and just hit another three and made the deficit even crazier. So, ladies and gentlemen, we outside, but we ain't hitting nothing just yet. So, who knows what it's going to take to change this trajectory as far as that we're going right now. I do still agree with Quentin Grimes in the lineup. I would love to see Cam there. But Grimes is playing good, and it's just I want him to be more involved with the offense so he could get his shots. With the Detroit team, he got that step back, like he got a pepper back in his step, and then he just even today he went up for a jam. Like even Obi Toppin was saying, I didn't know you could get up like that. I ain't saying he had some great lift on that one, double pump and all that stuff, and was cranking it. So but he's the most important person in a way in this starting lineup. Obviously, you want Brunson and you want all the lefties to show up. You want the lefties to show up, but we need shooting. In today's NBA, you need shooting. So, in a way, Quentin Grimes is the most vital person in this starting lineup. So, and the fact that he does it on both sides, we need to implement him and find a way to get him open and comfortable so he can be knocking down these shots. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first takeaway. We outside with a question mark. Second one, man, is first time for everything. I hate to point fingers, man, but Jalen Brunson is possibly the reason we've lost this game, and that's the first time that I've said anything close to negative about Brunson today. This season. We shot 65% from the free throw line, so I won't say that he's alone. But out of those 7 free throws that we missed, Jalen Brunson missed 3. And this is somebody who hasn't missed free throws like that at all this year. He's shooting over 90% this season, and he missed 3 this game. And then in clutch moments, he missed one. This is somebody you just chalk it up as soon as he walks up to the line. But he missed 3. It's so first time for everything. It's just really, really tough. He seemed okay, so I can't necessarily blame the ankle. But at the same time, he's due. He's human. If anybody could was due for a bad game or to do things like this, is Jalen Brunson with what he's been doing for us all season. Can't even necessarily get mad. It is what it is. But this game, Jalen Brunson could have definitely closed that gap for us if he made 2 free throws. We were supposed to take the lead, I believe, but instead we tied it at 103, if I'm not mistaken, and then they just shut it down after that. That's pretty much what happened. So uh, free throws, we missed 7, we lost by 6. Both teams limited turnovers. I think we had 1 or 2 turnovers in the second half. So everybody protected the ball. They had 5 turnovers. We had 7. We protected the ball. We did almost everything right. We know we can't shoot. Both teams were shooting the same, 43% and 42% for us. You know, they just shot better from the free throw line, and that's where we couldn't match them. That's it. That's literally where we couldn't match them. And Jalen Brunson had missed 3 out of those 7 free throws. Mitch walked up and was 1 for 2 from the free throw line. But when he missed that free throw, it came right back to him. He hustled and got that offensive board and then gave us another chance. So it sucks to say. I hate to point fingers, but Jalen Brunson could have helped us possibly, win this game. But hey, it is what it is. Next takeaway, I'm over it. This one is for Isaiah Hartenstein. Isaiah Hartenstein today gave us 2 points in 10 minutes, 5 rebounds, 0 dimes, shot 1 for 2. In an aggressive game like this, a trend is whenever Isaiah Hartenstein is, George Hill snatched an offensive rebound with Isaiah Hartenstein looking at him dead in his eye and put it right back up. Isaiah Hartenstein got mossed by George Hill pretty much. Like it's almost a trend. Every time he's in the game, somebody's gonna get an offensive board. Where is Jericho Sims? Why isn't Jericho Sims playing in a game like this? Somebody who can also help build a great wall, who can play that type of defense like Mitch. I'm not gonna say he's a better defender than Mitch, but on the perimeter, it's not even a question. He's way better. Like you can put him out there with a point guard and be comfortable. He was out there with Jamal Murray, and Jamal Murray couldn't do anything with him. He's been out there, like, even last season, he was out there with KD, and that was the best defense we played that whole game. We started trapping him, and that was because he's so nimble. He has that footwork. He could be out there with all positions. And even, I think the last game, in 6 minutes, he had 6 points and 6 boards. How? In 6 minutes, he had 6 points and 6 boards. How? It's like Kevin Love or something. Like, so he can, every time he's gotten in the game, he's proven that he should get minutes. And everyone knows he should get minutes. He knows he should get minutes. And I'm pretty sure you call Tom Thibodeau, Tibbs know this dude should get minutes, but it's politics. Hartenstein is more of a vet. He's paid more. We know it's politics. But listen, we're here to win games. And there's certain games where it's like matchups. I think this is why we always compete with the Bucks, no matter, like 9 times out of 10, every time they come see us for these last couple of seasons, is because it's matchups. We have the height to match up with them. And then we have guards to also score and shoot it out with them. You know what I mean? You're always going to have an imbalance with Giannis, but he has to guard our power forwards too. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say they as effective as he is, but he's got to guard our forwards too. It's just that simple. So it's just great balance between these two teams, and it shows out every time. And I feel like Jericho Sims is somebody who could help us snag a couple more boards down and play some better defense, because iHeart it doesn't have that tenacity to him to just rough people up defensively and snatch down rebounds with, like ferociously. You know what I'm saying? Like just you just got to be aggressive sometimes, And I'm not saying finesse, but he's not aggressive like Mitch, and he's not aggressive like and he doesn't sky, he doesn't have the aerial game like nobody on the team. I don't know if anybody on the team jumps like Sims. Even Obi Toppin, I don't think Obi Toppin jumps like Sims. Um, and Mitch skies for stuff too, but he, he plays more towards the ground. iHeart plays more towards the ground, and we need to guarantee these boards sometimes. Uh, Last is play up to the competition. Um, uh, this game shows us a lot because we held this team to 109. We didn't get our normal average as far as scoring. We knew they would definitely make us take a hit as far as how much we would score because this is one of the best defensive teams in the league. But we also did the same to them. And this is a Tom Thibodeau team, which is mostly known for defense. So, with this type of game where we held a championship contending team to 43% shooting and under 30% from deep, this is the type of game that you build off of. So you have to play up to your competition. If we could do this to a team such of this nature, we should be able to do this to just about any team. I know there's going to be some slip ups and things, and this is the NBA. You're not going to be perfect every game, but we have to play up to our competition. We can't see the Pistons and then just start playing nonchalant defense because we're expected to win. No, we have to bring that tenacity defensively every game. So there is positives within this game because we held them shooting very, very low percentages. I'm pretty sure what they would have liked to. So we did everything possible that we should have done to win this game. We just didn't do our part at the free throw line. We didn't knock down outside shots, and we didn't hit shots in the clutch when we were supposed to. It's just that simple. All right, so I don't have anything more to really discuss on that one. Bring you back to the main screen, you know what I'm saying? So you could just look at my handsome face one more time. Because I know you want to see it. All right? Listen, next up, we got the Dallas Mavericks. I personally think we should win this game. It's a home game for us. But we have an issue with early games. We had an early game a few games ago, I want to say, and we actually played good. I forgot who we played. Maybe it was the Thunder or something like that. But we actually played good. But this one is one of those early games at noon on a Saturday, and I'm hoping that we deliver. But I don't think this team should be keeping up with us. I think we should win this game against the Mavs. And this is going to be one of those great tests to implement that type of defense. We need to take today's momentum into next game because you got a guy like Luka coming in. He's going to be dominant in a different fashion than Antetokounmpo is, but we still have to be aggressive. We don't need to build a wall with this type of game. We should definitely win the rebound differential, 1,000%. So this is where we make up for free throws and things of that nature. And then if we can hit the outside shooting, that's fine. But this team can't defend the paint like that. So we should be able to get in that paint. We should be able to carve that paint up. I think this has a win written all over it personally. I don't think this team is keeping up with us. I think it's just right now a one-man band. And they haven't been playing the greatest basketball right now either. So if we could contain him as much as possible and make the other guys beat us, I think we're in good shape. After that, we have the Cavs, the Hawks, Hornets, Kings, Bulls twice, Pacers, and Warriors. So I'd say we got a good amount of games coming up. We got some winnable games for sure, and then we got some teams that we got to compete against, such as the Cavs and Warriors and things of that nature. So, but I think in these next 9 games, I think we could take 6. I think we could win those 2 against the Bulls. I think we could win against the Pacers. I think we could win against the Hornets, the Hawks, and the Mavericks. I think the biggest tests here are the Cavs and the Warriors, and maybe even the Kings. The Kings have been playing good basketball. Um, but yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it for my show today. Uh, we got that Mavs game early, so as soon as that one's done, I'll come through and give you my breakdown of that one. And hopefully, we're talking about a W, man, because this team, though there's positives, I want this game, man. I'm tired of saying that there's positives. I want to win these games, and it's still early. Um, we only a quarter of the way through. We know what we got to fix. We got to get better with the outside shooting, and we got to get better defensively. If we can do these 2 things, we're definitely competing. We're the 10th seed right now. With all this stuff going on, we're still a playing team. So I think we could boost it up a little more, man. Why not? Try to aim for that 7th seed or 6th seed. I think we can actually get that, seeing how this thing is starting to play out. So if we could fix our outside shooting along with our defensive abilities, man, I think something good could probably come of this season. At least, in a sense of productivity, building off of previous seasons. Um, who knows what's to come? With we're not too far away, maybe 2 weeks away from when trades are pretty much eligible to happen. Who knows what happens when that time comes up for us? I'm not expecting anything too crazy, but I do think Philly sucks. Uh, and I think if there was a big man that wanted to make a move, that he could come to the Knicks. But at the same time, I worry about his injury history at the same time. But he's still one of the greatest centers that's ever played the game. Anywho, that's my spiel for today, man. You already know what it is, man. I am your host, Young, Bo, Easy. All right. Love, gratitude, positive attitude. You already know what the vibes is, man. And I'll catch you on the next one.